Welcome back to the build videos for the MK7E. This is where I'm going to go over all the different parts that actually comes with the kit. In total there's 11 main bits and then a bunch of small pieces. So I'll go from front to back and just quickly try and explain how they go together, and then show you where to work off the flashing or where to sand it down. A lot of it gets hidden away, which is quite convenient. Okay, so the front section consists of two pieces, which includes your nose, as you can see over here, and it's got an opening in the back where you first slot the interior in. So this bit you're going to have to paint first, the inside, and your little front section, which you're going to have to sand down the edges. Just find it. Okay, so this here you need to sand down the edges and then slot that in, paint it before you actually put it together, because the second section glues on top and then you have to close off these gaps. Okay, and then sand down the back where the filling holes are, and that'll make up the front section. Okay, pretty simple. And the main fuselage comes with two sections, which includes the front half of the wings. Okay, they slot into there and into the back section. You get one printed, I call it the main chassis. Okay, and this basically clips into the main body, and the other half comes in. And you've got two pins on the front, line them up, and it slots in your glue together. You see there's already a hole in the bottom. They have to be lined up to actually confirm that it's right, and these slots must line up. Okay, if you find any part bent, which actually happened to me, it might be for various reasons, you can use a hairdryer and just heat it up slightly and bend it straight. Okay, a very important thing with this bit is you need to put it in the rear of the cockpit before you glue it together, or it won't fit in. So you have to prepare it and paint it. These are the two sections of the cockpit. That's a lower section. Okay, and that basically, this whole screw goes right through there and drills in and screws into this part holding it in place. This can be fitted afterwards. So your main rear cockpit, okay, once you get it, sand it down further. You can see on the edges is a very fine line. There's a tape I used to stick it down to make the mold. So sand this down probably like 1/4 of a millimeter or 1/3 of a millimeter. Okay, that and this one. And basically this will get down, slot it in. Oops. You see there are tabs in the bottom where it sits against. Put this in. Okay, and then glue these together. Okay, so make sure this is painted before the time. Okay, this here can be fitted afterwards. Okay, so once you have this together and you've basically closed up the gaps, smooth it down, the bottom as well, the wings just slot into it. So you're going to need to take the wings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the drain hole, because I filled it up from this direction when I filled up the mold. Okay, so this is a drain hole to make sure that the edge of the wing fills up. Okay, I'm leaving it on for safety to protect the tip. So use a Dremel, just cut it off. Watch out for these. This section is very thin. Okay, that doesn't bend. And then all you need to do is just sand down the fill holes. Okay, and basically this just fits into there. Okay, it doesn't go in now because I need to prepare the size. And then you can screw it straight into the wing. And then this here slots into the hole. Okay, on both sides. Okay, once that is done, in your lower section, which is this piece, there's two tabs, 1, 2, and that slots into this once it's glued together. And then your lower vent, which is this piece, okay, has a tab. So once that's on, this basically clips in. Okay, I still need to sand them down, the fill holes. But this one over here doesn't really need sanding. Here's the fill hole, so easy on that. I've showed the wings. This one over here fills out the back, so you don't need to sand them down if you don't want to, because they will be invisible. Okay, this one over here, fill hole is over there. It's also invisible, so you don't need to sand it down. Like I said, with all resin kits, before you even start building, putting it together, clean it. Put it in some dishwashing liquid and leave it there, and then scrub it afterwards, just to get the mold release off, else your glue won't stick. And what I normally do is I take a very fine sandpaper, like maybe 1,000, 2,000 grits, and just sand the model down, just to make sure the glue sticks. Okay. Then you get your top intake, which again, his fill hole was here, so again you don't need to sand it down. Okay, and this basically clamps down over the main chassis, or the main body, like that. Okay, this rear section, there's a little U-shaped printed part. You just slot in, you can glue it in, and then once this goes on, you can screw it into the top. Okay, and then the rear plate with the engines go on, same thing, it screws in and they just clip on. Okay, so you got your top section, top intake, which is this piece, which has 2 tabs and well, 3 tabs. Okay, and they slide in to this section over here, as you can see. This clips in and goes forward. So you don't need to glue this on if you don't want to. And your top wing, same thing. I left the drain hole, so you can just grind it off with a Dremel, and then you glue this on 90 degrees. Okay. I think that's it for the main parts. I'll show you the small parts in the next video. Okay, so until then, bye.